How are we doing, everyone? Sam here, United People's TV. As I said, I'm going on holiday. I am on holiday. I'm in Chamonix in France. It's been raining, so I've had to wait about 20 minutes to do this video. But what I'm going to do is talk about Nemanja Matic, because Gianluca Di Marzio is saying that Man United are now close to signing the Chelsea midfielder, who we all knew could have potentially been the defensive midfielder that Jose Mourinho was going to sign. Not everybody wanted Nemanja Matic, but it really sounds like Nemanja Matic is going to be that defensive midfield signing. How you doing, Oscar Vendel? How you doing, Sam Adshead? Hello to both of you guys. But as I said, Nemanja Matic, it really sounds like he is going to be the defensive midfielder for us. Sky Sports are reporting it. Gianluca Di Marzio is reporting it. And whenever Gianluca Di Marzio talks about Man United transfers, we listen. Now, I didn't know whether or not this transfer was going to go through because of what happened with Alvaro Morata and now Chelsea signing him, what happened with Romelu Lukaku and Man United signing him ahead of Chelsea. But Man United, first and foremost this summer, it didn't matter who it was, but Man United needed to sign a defensive midfielder this summer. From a personal perspective, I didn't want that to be Nemanja Matic, because if I'm looking at this and I'm seeing Man United's issues in this pre-season tour, I saw Michael Carrick being very slow in defensive midfield, especially against Barcelona when, Ivan Rakitic was running rings around Michael Carrick. Nemanja Matic is not a massively mobile defensive midfielder, but he's certainly an upgrade on the options that Man United currently have. Let's not forget that when Jose Mourinho re-signed Matic from Benfica for about 28 million, I think it was, that season in 2014, Matic was one of the best defensive midfielders in the Premier League. Since then, he's gone a little bit downhill. I think everybody can agree on that. But Matic is still better than the options that we've currently got in the squad. You see Marouane Fellaini is getting linked to a move to Galatasaray. Fingers crossed that happens. Who else do we have in that current position? Ander Herrera? Maybe. I would say Ander Herrera this season, hopefully, is going to play as a right central midfielder more often than he is going to play as a defensive midfielder. That's my own personal opinion. You may disagree with that. But let me know what you think about Matic. Azra is saying it's surely going to be a good signing. Any defensive midfielder is going to be a good signing for Man United. That's how weak we are in that position. And I've written articles for it. I've already spoken about it. I remember doing it specifically in the match reaction after the Barcelona game, how I don't think that Man United will mount a title push this season unless we sign a defensive midfielder. And I didn't think, as I said, I didn't think it was going to be that. I didn't think it was going to be the Nemanja Matic because of what happened with Chelsea. Frederick Anderson asking there, where am I? Now, if you missed out the start of the video, I'm in Chamonix. For the next 3 weeks, I'm traveling around Europe. I'm going to go France, I'm in Switzerland, Italy, Albania, Montenegro, Croatia, Slovenia. I'm on a bit of a European tour. So you're going to see some strange backdrops. Back there, you might not be able to see it. Over there, that's Mont Blanc. Very nice. Very, very nice. But let's talk about Matic. Mr. Rommel there saying Matic is getting old. He is getting old, but Mourinho, he likes his reliable players, players that he trusts. And I think this trust thing matters more to Mourinho than it does for other managers. And Mourinho knows what he's going to get with Nemanja Matic. And I think that makes a big, big difference. Mr. Rommel's there saying we need Fabinho or Verratti. We've always been talking about Fabinho. We always think that Fabinho is going to be that player for Man United. But it just hasn't. I don't know why Man United haven't moved for him. When you see that Monaco have sold Bernardo Silva, they've sold Mendy. Will they sell Mbappe? I don't think so. Will they sell Fabinho? I don't know either. But Mourinho is building a very Mourinho-looking squad. Look at the size of our team now. We signed Lindelof to come in defence, 6'2". He's big. You see Pogba, we've already signed him. He's massive. Ibrahimovic has obviously gone from the squad, but he's brought Lukaku in, who's an absolute beast. Man United, we're getting this big, big squad together. And Soraj there saying, for 50 million, is he worth it? I'm not sure, mate. I'm really, really not sure whether Matic is worth that much money, but what we need is a defensive midfielder. And I don't know who that's going to be, but maybe it's going to be Nemanja Matic. Di Marzio sounds very, very confident about it. Sky Sports are reporting it. Rabin saying Matic is worth 30 million. Let me know in the comments there, guys. How much do you think Nemanja Matic is worth? Let me know in the comments below. Someone there asking if I'm going to be in Macedonia for the game. I've really, as much as I've planned this holiday, I haven't planned it perfectly because I was going to be 2 hours away. If the game against Real Madrid was a day earlier, I would have been a 2-hour drive from Macedonia in Skopje. But I'm not. I'm going to be an 8-hour drive away in Dubrovnik. So I can't go to the game, which is a real shame. But as I said, we're still going to be talking about United and still going to be here doing some weird backdrops and just talking about the team. 35 million tops for Matic, says Zach69. I don't really know about it. I can't really complain about transfer fees because in this current market, you can't really... Skopje, apparently, is how you say it, not Skopje. Thank you very much, Jockey Bomber. But I'm not going to be disappointed with Matic as a signing. I think if we get disappointed, that's the point where we get really spoiled and we think that we are talking about players that we should be getting and players that aren't good enough to play for Man United. Let's be honest, Matic will improve this Man United squad. He's just not that mobile defensive midfielder we all wanted to get. And it doesn't mean it's going to be a bad signing for Man United. I do think he will still be a good signing, but I do agree that we could have still got better signings than that. And that's my own opinion. Gary Hodgkinson's there saying, look at the overrated prices this year. If we get him for 40 million, then it's decent business. I think it's decent business whatever happens if we do manage to sign him from Chelsea after what happened with the Lukaku deal. Guys and girls, if you are watching, make sure you hit that like button because it really helps. And it's great to hear you all watching this on my European tour. As I said, I might do a little bit of scouting. I've got Ed Woodward's number on speed dial, so I'll give him a ring if I spot any decent players. Maybe I'll get him to sign up a couple more. What will he bring to the squad, says Siraj. I think it's obvious what he would bring to the squad. What we need this summer is somebody to free Paul Pogba up, somebody to really get the most out of Paul Pogba. And if we can get that with Nemanja Matic operating as that defensive midfielder, I don't think it will be a bad thing. Dumar Miguel saying about Renato Sanchez. I think he'll be very much available on a loan deal with a view to buy. Man United haven't moved for him. He's available. Fabinho's available for 45 million. Mourinho doesn't want either of them. Both of those are done. Both of those are, sorry, not done, available. But Mourinho doesn't want to move for them. And if he's not moving for them, then that is for a reason. On Slow they're saying, people saying 28 is too old, get a grip. 28 is technically the prime of a footballer if we're talking about how people think about footballers. So in that sense, Matic should be coming into his prime. We always have said that Matic in the last couple of years has gone downhill. Kante came into Chelsea, oh, he's 29, 28, 29, whatever it is. Kante came into Chelsea and then pushed Matic into a different position, so he plays more as a left central midfielder than as a defensive midfielder. But I do think that Matic would improve the squad. Do I think that we could have improved it better? Yes, I do think that Fabinho would have been more suited, far more suited in the mobility of him. He's a far more energetic, dynamic. He'd move a lot. Matic will be a little bit more static, but will still add that power into that central defensive midfield position. But let me know what you think about Matic, as always. As I said, I'm going to be here during my European tour. Strange backdrops, lovely backdrops. Look at that, that's much better than my living room. Fantastic backdrops. And hopefully we're going to sign a few players in the next few days, next few weeks while I'm away. Matic looks like he's going to be the first signing of that. Man United play Vålerenga tonight. Going to try and watch the game. Not sure if I'm going to be able to, but if I am, I'll be here with a live match reaction as always. Thank you all for your comments. Hopefully the stream worked okay. I'm here out on mobile internet in the middle of a valley. But let me know. Let me see if I can turn this around so you can see what my other view is. There's a view over there. It's beautiful. Look at that. What more could you want? Let me turn that back now. But as always, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your comments. Drop a like on the video. The match time for the Vålerenga game is 6 PM UK time. Until next time, anyway, take it easy.